What's going on, everybody? Um, Moving down to the next question. This question I'll be answering Irving Lopez's question. First part of his question was, what kind of programming I use? Very simple. It's really an 8-week actual training cycle. I tax 2 weeks on the back end for a 2-week rest period. So when I do prep for a meet, it's a full-blown 8 weeks of training, 2 weeks rest, and then I'm ready for the meet. Me personally, with those 2 weeks, I always feel extra strong with that amount of rest. It varies in between 2 weeks to a week and a half. And real quick, I throw out my sets and reps that I usually do. On the first week, it's 10 sets of 10. Second week, 4 sets of 8. Third week, 4 sets of 8. Fourth week, 3 sets of 6. Fifth week, 3 sets of 3s. Sixth week, 3 sets of 6. Seventh week, 3 sets of 3s again. Eighth week would be openers, and then after that I would take 2 weeks off for the rest. That's how I do it, and it's been working for me for the past 10-12 years. So that's what I do. On his second question, he asked how can he make his mobility better getting into deadlift, doing the deadlift. Really, practice make perfect. It's so hard for me. Well, not really. I can explain it to the T over YouTube and in my videos, but it will always be different from me explaining here on YouTube than from me being right there with you. It's so many slight little adjustments that I can tell you that you will probably never figure out or find out, unless I'm there or whoever is explaining a certain technique. It's always a difference from having that supervision and having getting things off of YouTube, because you could think you have it, but still have not even close. You know what I mean? So as far as working with the mobility, it's really not what you can't do. It's about knowing what you can do. A lot of people feel like when they get into position that they can't actually get into the position, but it's usually just you're not aware of the way your body can actually move. And the biggest example of that is actually the core. The core and the back, the whole upper torso move in 3 different parts, and a lot of people are not aware of that. So so you just have to get in there and do your own assessments of your body, pay attention, and just get under the bar and just rep, and figure out, hey, that felt heavier, what did I do wrong? Or that felt good, what did I do right? Okay? And his last question is, how can he strengthen his press? Okay? And it is a difference between strengthening your bench as far as getting the strength up and actually strengthening your press. Okay? And the difference is of course, obviously, getting better numbers with your actual, if you're talking about bench, especially getting bigger numbers with your actual bench, and then getting stronger with your press is the way I see that. And he probably didn't even think about it like this, but getting stronger with your press is actually pushing your feet into the ground, whether they flat-footed, okay, pushing off of the back end to the outside of the feet, or if you're on the balls of your feet and your heels are up, you're pushing your feet into the ground at the balls of the feet and pushing your heels down towards the ground. What that allows is you getting that arch, clamping those shoulder blades together, when you push your feet into the ground, it transfers into you pushing your back into the ground also on the bench. So the back is also like your feet per se. So you're actually thinking about, instead of pushing the weight up, you're pushing away from the weight, okay? That'll actually give you better drive out of in your press, in your bench. So try that out, and hope these things work for you, and I'll see y'all next time. Out.